Support for this podcast and the following message comes from Marvel Television and Disney+. From the twisted minds behind WandaVision comes an all-new Marvel original series, Agatha All Along. This Halloween season, revenge is a witch. You don't want to miss Agatha Harkness's return to darkness as she assembles a coven to regain her power and wreak vengeance. Starring Kathryn Hahn and Aubrey Plaza, Marvel Television's Agatha All Along. 2-episode premiere streaming September 18th, only on Disney+.
You're ready for a comeback. And with Purdue Global, you can do more than take classes. You can take charge of your story, of your career, of your life. Earn a degree you can be proud of and get an education employers respect. It's time, your time, not just to go back to school, but to come back and move forward with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
Hey, it's Will Friedle.
And Sabrina Bryan.
And we're the hosts of the new podcast, Magical Rewind.
You may know us from some of your favorite childhood TV movies like My Date with the President's Daughter.
And the Cheetah Girls movies.
Together, we're sitting down to watch all the movies you grew up with and chat with some of your favorite stars and crew that made these iconic movies happen.
So kick back, grab your popcorn, and join us. Listen to Magical Rewind on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's Back to Everything season on the Today Show.
It always feels so good to get back to it.
Back to all your people and the things you love to do. It's a new season, and you start every morning ready to take it all on.
Hitting high gear a little earlier because there's more of everything to wake up for.
It's back to school.
Back to business.
Back to the feeling that anything is possible.
Watch the Today Show every morning on NBC because every day needs today.
Back the day, make it all right. Bum.
Hey listeners, it's Jenny. This month we're heading back to school and we're taking you along with us. For all of September, we're bringing back some of our favorite Womanica episodes you might have missed. You'll hear me and some talented guest hosts share both iconic and underappreciated stories. And there's a twist. Each week is dedicated to a different school subject. This week, women you should be learning about in math class. These Womanican stories show us just how exciting and diverse math really can be. So, here's one of our favorite Womanicans.
Hello from Wonder Media Network. I'm Lovey Ajayi Jones. I'm a New York Times bestselling author, speaker, and host of the podcast Professional Troublemaker. I'm so excited to be your guest host for this month of Womanica. This month we're highlighting prodigies, women who achieved greatness at a young age. This is especially a passion point for me because my latest book, Rising Troublemaker, A Fear Fighter Manual for Teens, reminds them that they are never too young to make a significant impact. The life of today's prodigy was a surprising twist. From a young age, she showed incredible talent in math and went on to do groundbreaking work in the field. Yet, she gave up all her academic success to serve the poor and live in poverty. She's truly a unique and fascinating figure in the history of mathematics. Let's talk about Maria Agnesi. Maria Agnesi was born May 16, 1718, in Milan, Italy. She was the eldest child of her father's 21 children, born from 3 separate wives. At that time, it wasn't socially acceptable for women to get an education through traditional means. However, Maria's own education may have started with her sitting in on her brother's tutoring sessions. She showed great promise right away. By age 5, Maria could speak French. In only a few more years, she learned Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and more. The local community started to call her the seven-tongued orator. At 9 years old, Maria memorized and recited a speech in Latin that argued for equal educational opportunities for women. It would be the first of many arguments she made against sexism. Maria's father, a wealthy silk merchant, saw Maria's talent as an opportunity to boost the family's status. He also sought to continue her education. To achieve this, he frequently invited leading academics and intellectuals to his home, where Maria could show off. When such academic gatherings took place, Maria was an active participant, engaging famous scholars in conversations about philosophy and mathematics. By the time she was a teenager, Maria was particularly adept at math. Despite her considerable talent, Maria was rather shy and mostly participated in these intellectual forums to please her father. In 1732, Maria's mother died in childbirth. After that, Maria stepped out of the public eye and took over management of the house. At one point, she asked her father if she could join a convent, but he refused to allow it. However, Maria remained a devoted Catholic and never married or had any children. In 1738, Maria published a collection of essays all about philosophy and natural science called Propositions of Philosophy. It was largely based on the discussions she heard from the intellectual gatherings in her home. But she also argued once again for the equal education of women. Maria soon became her younger sibling's teacher. She had a particular affinity for mathematics for its ability to find absolute truths. As she taught her siblings, she saw the need for a comprehensive textbook for teaching the recent mathematical discoveries of the Enlightenment period. At age 20, she started writing one. Some think the textbook started as a tool for teaching her siblings, but it quickly grew into something much greater. In 1748, she published the 2-volume textbook Analytical Institutions in Italian rather than Latin to make it more accessible to students. Analytical Institutions rocked the world of mathematics. It was among the first works with such comprehensive explanations of finite and infinitesimal analysis. Notably, Maria's textbook treated calculus as an area of academic pursuit. At the time, calculus was mostly seen as a practical science, useful mostly for physics applications. The book was later translated for use in French and English classrooms. It shaped the way instructors taught calculus for generations to come. The praise of one famous mathematician, Jean-Étienne Montucla, exemplified the sexist beliefs in academia at the time. He said, "We cannot but behold with the greatest astonishment how a person of a sex that seems so little fitted to tread the thorny paths of these abstract sciences penetrates so deeply as she has done into all the branches of algebra." Pope Benedict XIV praised Maria's textbook for its positive impact on Italy's reputation. He appointed Maria as the chair of mathematics at the University of Bologna, and the university even sent Maria a diploma and added her name to their faculty list. However, it's unclear whether she actually traveled to the city to accept the post at any point. In 1752, when her father died, Maria left math behind to found a small hospital in her home and serve the poor. Eventually, she gave away all of her wealth. Maria wrote, "I hope my studies have brought glory to God. Now I have found better ways and means to serve God and to be useful to others." Maria Agnesi passed away in 1799 at age 80. She was poor and out of the limelight. Maria found a path of her own in a restrictive society. Though she ultimately preferred a life of service, she was a passionate advocate for women's rights to math and science education. Her brilliant work made an impact in classrooms for generations and can still be felt today.
Thanks for listening to this best of episode of Womanica. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Join us tomorrow for another one of our favorite episodes honoring the back-to-school season. Talk to you then.
Support for this podcast and the following message comes from Marvel Television and Disney Plus. From the twisted minds behind WandaVision comes an all-new Marvel original series, Agatha All Along. This Halloween season, revenge is a witch. You don't want to miss Agatha Harkness's return to darkness as she assembles a coven to regain her power and wreak vengeance. Starring Kathryn Hahn and Aubrey Plaza, Marvel Television's Agatha All Along. 2-episode premiere streaming September 18th, only on Disney Plus.
Am I doing the right thing with my finances? Am I saving enough? Can I buy a house? Am I paying too much in taxes? Will I be able to retire? Putting a financial plan together feels impossible. What if I told you there was another way? Take Facet's free financial wellness quiz to get your score and a snapshot of your current financial health. Visit Facet.com now and discover your financial wellness score today. That's FACET.com.
This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth Incorporated is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice.
Rewards.
Hey there, it is Ryan Seacrest with you. Do you want to make this summer unforgettable? Join me at Chumba Casino. It's this summer's hottest online destination. They are rolling out the red carpet with an amazing welcome offer just for you. So don't wait. Dive in now and play hundreds of social casino games for free. Your chance to redeem real prizes is just a spin away. Care to join me?
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living Associates have been committed to creating a vibrant culture and delivering exceptional services, making Brightview a great place to work and live. If you're looking for a rewarding opportunity to serve your local community and grow, we want you to join our team. Brightview Senior Living is growing and actively seeking vibrant associates to join our community teams, including directors, healthcare, activities, hospitality, and dining. Apply today at careers.brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal employment opportunities. Text BV Jobs to 97211 to apply.